Myself Srilekha, I am a software engineer.
And myself Jayaram, I am a software engineer too.
So initially we were visiting nearby clinic at home. So as soon as my pregnancy got confirmed, so I went for a 6-week scan there. My baby's heartbeat was good and everything went well. So after that, ma'am has given the appointments and the initial checkups and the test, everything. So the consultations were like 2-3 minutes, hardly it took 2-3 minutes, and she used to check the test and all, the blood test and all. She said everything is okay, fine. So come after a 1 month, and the consultation was lasting only hardly 5 minutes. So we were somewhere we were not satisfied with the consultations. We were thinking of changing the doctor.
So initially before Sanctum also we planned to go for one reputed hospital. I don't want to name it. But because Instagram, we saw a lot of videos of her, the doctor, the way she puts up on Instagram. Maybe they are real, but when we wanted to visit her, we took an appointment. We went there. After waiting for 1-2 hours, then we came to know that it will take more 2 hours to meet the doctor because she has some event going on. It's not like emergency event; it's just an event inside the hospital. And we were waiting in the lobby, and we saw like 50-60 people waiting there, like fully loaded. So we were planning like if so many people are here, like what preference do we get? So we thought no, this is not the right place. It might be, but for us it was not the right place.
Even like not after my pregnancy got confirmed, before that also I was like looking for a normal delivery. I wanted to experience a natural birth instead of this. I'm also scared of this cuttings and all this. So I wanted to go for a complete normal delivery. Even as soon as I got married, I was having like this fearness of about this pregnancy. So I wanted to gain some knowledge and some more of education, and then wanted to experience a natural pains basically. So then I shared this good news with my friend, so who works, like we both work at the same company. So I shared with him. So he was like, he suggested the Sanctum Birth Center. If you are looking for a normal delivery, so just try this and get the consultation, because it's and also like getting consultation also, like getting ma'am's appointment also takes 2-3 weeks. So if you want, you can call Sanctum and then get the appointment. So I shared this with my husband as soon as I got back home, and then I shared with him. So he was also more of like, he very supportive. I called around like in 2023, that was a Christmas time. So I called Sanctum and I took the appointment. It was after 2 weeks. I called on December 25th, and then I got ma'am's appointment on January 8th.
So once you come here, you feel a good vibe. First thing, it's not like a corporate hospital basically. So you wait, you take appointment and come on time, and you just hardly wait 15-20 minutes and you'll meet the doctor. It's as quick as possible.
So we came here finally. So we were also like some kind of like, we were having that confidence, but wanted to talk to ma'am as soon as possible. So ma'am took half an hour for the consultation. There we were very satisfied because ma'am was asking everything, and ma'am was going through my initial documents and everything where I got my checkups done initially. So ma'am suggested, you don't have any complications and all, so this is a strong pregnancy, so you can start exercising. Have you started exercising and all? Ma'am asked me. No, my initial doctor told me to not to do any yoga or exercises till 5th month. So once you enter 5th month, you can start doing the yoga, prenatal yoga, walking, everything. So ma'am told me, no, you can start. It is like strange that you haven't started yet, so you can start doing the exercise. And she also suggested some exercises to do at home for a mobility and all. So it was more of a friendly conversation with ma'am for more than like half an hour. So later, like that's how the Sanctum journey has begun. So we were getting ma'am's consultations, and then like whenever ma'am was busy, we used to consult Dhwani ma'am, Kiran also. They were very helpful, and they gave the contact numbers. And this also I wanted to bring it up. So when initially where I was going for checkup, I asked the doctor that so if what if emergency comes up, what if I get fever, cold, does it affect my baby, so what should I do? So then she told me, she gave me the list of tablets, and if there is an emergency you can join so and so hospital. She didn't give any emergency contact number, nothing. So here when I asked, I didn't even ask, so Kiran has given me the emergency contact number, and everything was written in that document, initial document that where like Sanctum gives us. So it was everything there. Whenever I have any doubt or anything, I used to ping Kiran on WhatsApp. She used to give reply early. She used to give early replies, and then I was fully satisfied with the consultations, everything, and the diet also. I was strictly told to not to gain much weight. So hardly 12-13 kgs is fine. So and also I was put on diet, not like I didn't had any diabetes, gestational diabetes. I was like on a normal diet. So it was more of protein, fiber, everything. So there I was satisfied. Whenever we visiting other clinic, so we were not that confident. I was not confident about the doctor whether I will be having the normal delivery or not. So then when I visited Sanctum, we were having a like 100%, we were 100% confident that I'll be delivering my baby normally. So I was having that kind of confidence. Rest everything is fine, like we'll leave it to the ma'am, but whatever the part I have to do, I will do. So that's how it went.
After meeting Vijay ma'am, actually I was waiting at the lobby. She was talking, or she was paying some bills. So there was a couple who just delivered a baby at that time. So I went and I spoke to them, like how is their experience here and all. So the good vibes from them also convinced me to yes, let's be here. So that was also one of the reasons.
We have registered for the Lamaze classes initially. Yoga, prenatal yoga. So initially we thought like, why to go for the Lamaze classes? We thought also like, is it necessary kind of thing? Because the thing is, I was not aware of the pregnancy, because whatever, like I know only 10%, 20%. I wasn't having much knowledge or education, like how the pregnancy journey goes. So only the 10-20% also I got it through my friends. Like whenever they're pregnant, they used to share some things or stuff and all. So but when we have registered for the Lamaze classes, and we have attended all the 4 classes. So the Lamaze classes really helped me during the labor, and it was very informative. So it was like what to expect in the pregnancy journey and in the postpartum phase as well. So we have followed all the Lamaze instructions, whatever the education we have got. I have make down notes. So actually the Lamaze classes, how it helped there, I got at 38 weeks I think, I got a false contractions. So I was like in the midnight, I was getting my period pains. It was exactly like a period pains. Being a first time mom, I don't know how the contractions will be. So in actual labor only I got to know the contractions were very high. So that time at 38 weeks I got false contractions. I was noting down, I was having an app, so I was noting down the contractions. So I was like I have noted down how the false contractions will be and actual contractions from the Lamaze classes. So I waited for 2-3 hours, these contractions came up. So the second hour, it was lasting every 10 minutes. So what I did was I took a warm shower. So after that, after half an hour, the contractions went away. So I was not having anything. Though I was feeling some nausea, so I pinged Kiran. I think Kiran, I was getting the contractions from midnight. My husband was also like some kind of worried. Maybe this could be a real labor. So let's call Kiran. So I called Kiran. Kiran asked me, so after taking shower, if the contractions are gone, that's not a real labor. Okay, so you can just wait. You can take rest. You can have whatever, like some kind of drinks if you are having nausea. So that's how the Lamaze classes really helped me. Like very informative, very helpful. So yeah, even during the labor also I was reminding the classes, so what to do now. The sisters also gave me the list of exercises. They helped me to start the activities during the labor, and also I was keeping the points like what I have learned in the Lamaze classes. I was like keeping the aroma oil beside me and also holding the comb. These all things helped me to cope up with the pain, actually the contractions.
Initially when they said that the yoga is mandatory, Lamaze is mandatory, I was like, again, it's becoming commercial here, first thing. But after joining, it was very informative actually, like what husbands need to do, what husband role is during labor. It was really helpful. And we didn't know, oh, there's so much inside here, like it's just not like just a pregnancy for her. So, and this is the first time I was in labor with her, like, because husbands are allowed here. I don't know if corporate hospitals allow them. Since husbands are allowed here, I was with her for throughout the labor for almost 30 hours. It was like some other thing.
So all months were good, everything went well. In the 9th month, in the last minute at the 40th week, my amniotic fluid was leaking. So I didn't know, being a first time mom, I didn't know whatever I have learned in the Lamaze classes. I was reminding those points. So it was leaking. I have, as soon as I woke up in the morning, I saw a water patch on the bed. So I informed Kiran. So I told Kiran, I'm seeing this patch. So I think it's amniotic fluid only, not the mucus plug and all. So Kiran told me are you getting the contractions? Though I was getting the contraction, not that peak. Even I'm a first time mom, so I don't know how the contractions will be. So everyone were telling whatever they have experienced, they used to tell the contractions will be peak, you'll not be able to talk or bear the pain. So I was not aware that this much peak the contractions will be. So I informed Kiran. Kiran told me wait for the contractions to pick up, but it was 5 to 10 minutes apart, but not that peak. Next day I was told to come to the Sanctum, and then there they have done a checkup, since I have told them that my fluid was leaking. So they have done checkup. In the test it was all normal. So but ma'am came and told that we have to go for a blood test. So as soon as I give the blood test, there was some CRP infection reported. So ma'am came and explained everything. So then we have to go for the natural induce. Now we should not wait. So she took an immediate step, and then I was induced naturally. I went for natural induction. So my labor started. So I didn't know, the early labor only the contractions were very high. This is nurses and everyone was telling this is early labor. I was thinking this is going to be the active labor. No, this is early labor, but the contractions were high. I was not able to tolerate the pain, but my husband was very supportive, and the staff, especially nurses and IMS, they were very helpful. So whenever almost in my active labor, I was when the pushing stage has come, I was I'm not able to do this, I'm gonna give up. When the nurses came and no, you have come this far, you are very strong, you have to be doing this, you have to do this. So they were very helpful. They gave a list of exercises. I was doing everything what nurses were told to do. All the actually in the labor, being active is very helpful. So if you are sitting and resting, that is not going to help you. You have to be moving. So that's how like you can get yourself distracted. So and also doing the exercises also, that baby will come in the correct position to come out. So this is how it all helped, and the nurses were also like helping to do the exercises and all, and it lasted for more than 30 hours. They were holding my hand, and they were like it was like a walking a baby. It was like a footsteps, initial footsteps, because I was not able to walk with that pain. So yeah, that's how everything helped me. And whenever Vijaya ma'am used to visit during my pain, I was becoming more active. Let's do this. So that there is some kind of powerful vibe in ma'am. So that helps us. No, I can do this now. That ma'am, I don't know, like this kind of like vibe, it is there in her. So it helps us a lot during the labor. Yeah. And pushing also, I was like I was drained out. I was not able to push, and ma'am was there during my pushing. So she was telling, no, this is like you have to push. She was guiding me, literally she was guiding me, and only when the contractions are coming, then only I was pushing. So when ma'am was there, I think in third or fourth push, my baby was out. So that's how it all happened. That was a grateful moment. So can't explain it in words.
How to start
You
it?
become emotional if it starts.
I don't know how to start it, but it was a great experience for me though. So because I can't experience any pain, so she was only going through all the pains. I can only support her. I can't do anything apart from that. So I used to tell her like, so with like only few hours, 2 hours. Actually, like from starting only, like at home she got a normal pains. So we thought those are the actual pains. Once we come here, when the natural induction started, she suddenly screamed. I thought, okay, this is going to be active labor. It's like 3-4 hours, it will be done. It was going on. It went, and nurses were saying this is like just started, it's early labor. Whole night she was on active labor, like a normal early labor. So she was going through pains. We managed, both of us, like we putting hot water bags. So it was good. Like nurses told, like it is normal. You have to keep active because tomorrow is the main day where you have active labor starts. And you have to be active from now on. You should not become dull, so you have to be proactive. So yeah, we were active, we were having food, we were having drinks in between, we were talking.
And we were listening to devotional songs.
Whatever it takes, we are make sure that I make sure that she's active. So it was like that, and when her active labor started, like the way she was screaming, I was like, okay, this is something else. Because I never saw that much of pain she went through. So yeah, nurses and all, they helped a lot for exercises. So whatever in yoga they teach, right? So the same thing you'll be doing here in the active labors and all. You'll not be sleeping on the bed or something like that. So you keep walking, they do exercises, you do pull-up, like push-ups or pull-up type, you do squats. So everything, whatever it takes, and yeah, it was good. And really there's something about Vijay ma'am, that is for sure, because once she comes, it was like restart button basically.
Yeah.
The room, it's like home actually, to say. It was good. It is not like any medical room or something like that. So you have a good bed, you have everything over there, like different balls, different bean bags. So it was good.
We felt it more like a home, not like a hospital. We felt it more of like a home. We felt very comfortable. It was like we felt like this is our home. We are not at clinic or any other hospital, not that kind of environment. It was more of like a home. Yeah.
There are no saline bottles hanging.
Yeah.
There is nothing like that.
Yeah, if it was a hospital, I was getting this saline bottles and needles. I used to get like I confirmly, like I used to get panicked, or I might have got tension, my BP might have went up. So this is what happens when you visit the corporate hospital. But it was like, it went very smoothly. Even I was like oxytocin, like cervix softener they gave me. I was having needles every time they are coming. Since I was having infection, they were giving me antibiotics. It was like, it went very smooth. I was not afraid of it. And nurses were also, whenever they are giving me, this is nothing, this is antibiotic, this is going to help your infection and all. So this is how they were supportive. And every time, we don't have to call the nurses. They will only come for during the night, every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they were coming and they were checking me. So how are you doing? Now you take rest. This is early labor. In active labor, you should be more active, because the contractions will be high. You have to tolerate the pain. So now you take rest. Every time they were coming me, they were checking. And in the active labor also, they were checking baby's heartbeat every 5 minutes. Every 5 to 10 minutes they were checking heartbeat. This was like, I have never experienced such, but I know how the corporate hospitals and how they treat patients and everything. But here everything is different. Everything. It felt more of like a home.
Coming here also, like we to stay at home. There's no one else, so we both are together always. So coming here also was like, it was same for us. It was actually, and staying in the labor to understand the pain she goes through, that was a bit different from what we regularly do. So that is something what men should understand, because previous in olden days men were not supposed to enter labor room. They don't know the process basically. Like nowadays the world is changing and men should also be a part of labor. That's what I can say.
Yeah, he was like very supportive. Even at home also, as he mentioned, we too will be staying. So at home also he'll be very supportive. He'll be helping in cooking and everything. So after coming here also, during my labor, he was very supportive. Even the nurses were also saying, your husband is very supportive, because that is what a woman wants during the labor, because only the husband is allowed. Even though when my mom was there, if my mom was there, so she might have told doctor to do a C-section, like she can't see the pains and all. That's why I told if my mom was at home only. Here she came Hyderabad and she was like, I also want to come to hospital. So I told her they will not allow. After delivery you can come. Now he's there to support me, he's there to take care of me. But so he was very supportive, but during the labor I know he will be supporting me, but he supported me like he not met my expectations. He was like, he crossed my expectations and he was like very supportive. I have never expected that he'll be that much supportive during my labor. He was like taking care of me. I was not feeling to have food and all. There he was like feeding me and everything. Even the pains also. Whenever I get pain, I was screaming and I was yelling at him. So no, he was putting hot water bag. Though I was bearing the pains, but more of like he also experienced how the pregnancy journey and how the delivery will be happening. At Sanctum, it is not only for women that they train through the entire pregnancy journey, and for the labor also. It's for both. It's for couple actually. So if the pregnancy is only not for women, it's for both husband and wife. Yeah.
Husband should be in the labor room.
Yeah.
One thing is like people think that you come and meet Vijay ma'am, but they expect the same every time basically. So every time I should meet Vijay ma'am only, but that's not the case, because Dhwani ma'am is there, Kiran is there, who gives consultation, and after consultation your file is still being looked by Vijay ma'am, right?
Yes.
So it's not mandatory that only Vijay ma'am is there. We paid for the consultation, we are paying for the package, so we have to meet Vijay ma'am. It's not required actually. And
the consultation is not like a 5-10 minutes. It was, Actually, with Kiran, we had more than half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour consultations also we had. Kiran was showing us the exercises, she was explaining about the diet, and she was very patient. Vani ma'am, Kiran also very patient. Even after having the consultation with Kiran, so if it is mandatory to get the Vijaya ma'am's consultation, after you will be visiting Vijaya ma'am also. Yeah, this will be happening. So you don't feel like we are not seeing Vijaya ma'am. So
because
even
she might be busy with other things
yeah.
also, but we have to bear with that.
We were not having any kind of problems with the we were actually satisfied, happy. Yeah. If you want to have a beautiful birth experience, I would suggest Sanctum.